show will begin in 5 minutes. Three minutes until showtime. Heads up, the show kicks off in 90 seconds. One minute until airtime. We're on the air in 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
It's time for the PIAA Class 1A Boys Basketball Championship game between the Neighborhood Academy Bulldogs and the Sankofa Freedom Academy Warriors. The PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network is brought to you by the NFHS Network. With the call of the game from the Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania, here's Andrew Callista and Rich Scarcella.
You are listening live to the sweet sounds of the Giant Center here in Hershey, Pennsylvania for the PIAA State Basketball Finals. Good morning, everyone. I am Andrew Callista alongside former Trinity coaching legend player, Coach Christy Britton. Coach, it is day 2 of the PIAA State Basketball Finals weekend here, and we got a good one in 1A is how we are going to tip off the day between the Williamsburg Blue Pirates and the Delaware County Christian Knights. Another East versus West matchup here in the state basketball finals. You look at these two teams as they're on the court warming up. Delco Christian, very methodic in their warm-ups, a much smaller team size-wise than what we see down to our left, who's wearing white, the Williamsburg Blue Pirates, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll be interesting to see, just talking preliminarily to the coaches, the two different strategies that they have for today's game. It sounds like a lot of excitement, a little bit of full court pressure from the one side, a little bit of a kind of playing it by ear, maybe a mix-up from the other side. So looking forward to seeing what they both put out there.
When you talk about the Williamsburg Blue Pirates, everything, in my opinion, the conversation has to begin with the big girl who's right now shooting a three-pointer in warm-up as she's stepping out, Laveda Gorsuch. She wears number 20. She's number 1 in the hearts of Blue Pirates fans everywhere. The entire community gave this team a send-off yesterday when they were making the trip to Hershey. She averages 18.6 points per game, 250 rebounds about, and just does it all from the assists to blocks to steal. She really does it all. And in the playoffs, she's kind of like step back, but she's going to need to have a big game here today.
Absolutely, and she definitely has a physical presence out there. Just looking at these two single-A teams, she's got some nice size, very athletic looking. For such a small community, it's my understanding the Williamsburg's only about 1,200 people. So, she's a nice girls basketball player to come out of that community.
We talked to Coach Angela Detweiler before this game. She's the second year as the varsity coach. Prior to that, she spent 5 years as the JV coach. She said it was so awesome. We got a fire truck send off. The entire town pretty much was outlining the streets to send us off, which is really cool. On the other side, Jake Godino, former Temple walk-on. He is now the head coach at Delaware County Christian as the program keeps building for him. 2023-2024 season, they went 10-16. They've slowly improved every single year before last year going 25-5. This year 29-2 on the season for the team out of Newtown Square. Talking about them, Coach Godino formerly had the school record for points scored in a game at 41. That record was broken this year by freshman Dominique Good. She likes to be called Dom. We're told mom and dad prefer Dominique on the official broadcast, so we're going to go with Dominique. She wears number 10. She had 43 points earlier this year against Philmont Christian, and what she does, Coach, is she gets a lot of the offense from the defense for the Knights.
Absolutely. It's what Coach Godino divulged, and he told us not to tell anybody, but he divulged they are just all about their defense. Full court man-to-man we can expect, and this is where Dominique Good really, really thrives in that defensive pressure in the full court and then the transition scoring. I believe he said she had 14 points in a single game just on those transition points. So that's an exciting type of fast-paced basketball that we'll see from Delco. I'm looking forward to that. And we are about 5 minutes here from tip-off.
Just under 5 minutes. Godino, third year as the head coach, plus 1 year back in 17-18, 76-36 his overall record. Running down the path on how each team got here. Delaware County Christian defeated Sacred Heart. Previously, they lost 3 in a row to Sacred Heart in the District 1 final. They won that one 48-43. First round against Mount Calvary Christian, 61-34 victors. Second round, New Covenant Christian, 58-41. In the quarterfinals, Benton 61-47 before defeating Lords Regional out of District 4, but they play in the Schuylkill League. Lords Regional, a frequent flyer program status here in the state finals. They beat them 44-41. It's the first finals appearance for Delaware County Christian. For the Williamsburg Blue Pirates, their path, District 6 final, they lost. Second loss of the year to St. Joe's. They fell 75-73, much closer than the first time around. In the first round, they defeated Sarah Catholic 60-36. Second round, Elk County Catholic 56-28. Quarterfinals, they beat Bishop Carroll 53-48. And then in the semifinals, it was a rematch against St. Joe's Academy, and they came out on top and really controlled the game from tip to end, 60-41. It's their first finals appearance since 1997. They were the champions in 1997, and on their roster, we'll shout it out throughout the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players have at least some relative connection, whether a mom or an aunt, that played on the 1997 Blue Pirate State Championship team. We're about 3 minutes from tip. We're going to step aside here from Giants Center. Underneath the big board, we're sitting right at midcourt. The Blue Pirates will be going from our right to left. The Delco County Christian Knights will be moving left to right to start this first half. Step aside. You're listening to PIAA Radio Network.
Get ready for Hoops Fest, the Mid-Atlantic region's largest outdoor 3-on-3 basketball tournament for all ages on Saturday, July 18th. Downtown Altoona, Pennsylvania transforms into a street basketball paradise with hundreds of teams and thousands of players and fans from multiple states. We offer divisions for every age and skill level. Register your team now at hoopsfest.net. Registration is open, so secure your spot for Hoops Fest, the can't-miss basketball event of the summer. Cornerstone Business Graphics is proud to be a preferred vendor of the PIAA and offer custom wearables, promotional items, signage, banners, and so much more. Cornerstone is also home to MarketLogo.com, your source for online school store needs. School stores are a great way to raise funds and promote school spirit. Cornerstone is your one stop for all your school's promotional gear. Check us out at cbizgraphics.com. It's Cornerstone Business Graphics.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Zona, an osteopathic physician dedicated to protecting young people. Every family needs to know that 13 American teens die every week from a drug overdose, and most involve fentanyl. Many never even knew that's what they were taking, because fentanyl can be found in fake prescription pills made to look like real medications, like Xanax or Percocet, and they're often sold on social media. Just one pill can kill. Learn more at fentanylawarenessday.org, presented by Song for Charlie through POMA.
It's interactive ice cream fun at the Turkey Hill Experience, located in Columbia, Pennsylvania. Learn how ice cream is made, invent and taste your own ice cream flavors in our Taste Lab. Milk our mechanical cows, star in your own commercial. Get unlimited free samples of iced tea and ice cream. Visit turkeyhillexperience.com for more information about the Turkey Hill Experience. Fans, you can have it in white, chocolate, strawberry, or practically any flavor you like. It's the beauty of milk, and no other drink quenches a king-size thirst like milk. After practice, reach beyond the colas and other drinks and get your hands on a tall, cold glass of milk and enjoy. Whole milk, whole nutrition. The PIAA thanks the Allied Milk Producers of Pennsylvania for supplying our athletes with delicious chocolate milk for their bus rides home after today's championships.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
There is your pregame horn. Starting lineups are about to be introduced. The lights are dimming. The anthem about to take place. We are set here for the PIAA 1A Girls Basketball State Championship Final. Should be a good one. Delco County Christian Knights coming in 29-2, going up against the Williamsburg Blue Pirates, 26-5 on the year. Video introduction playing above us, setting the scene, Coach. You've been here as a player, not in this building. You've been here as a coach.
That was the farm show way back then.
That was a great atmosphere. Some of the greatest PIAA basketball games ever played taking place at the Farm Show Arena. What are the nerves like right now at this moment, both as a player and a coach?
Yeah, you know, you have to speak to, I said this yesterday, this is like, they do it up right here at the Giant Center. This is like the March Madness tournament. The lights get dimmed. There's spotlights, you know, streaming all through the crowd. They're playing highlights. Oh, you can hear the crowd. They're playing highlights up on the board, up at the ceiling. It is just fantastic. You've got a whole bunch of blue and a whole bunch of green and black in this arena, and it's electric.
Fair to say that massive roar coming from the Williamsburg Blue Pirates. Coach, you said it's about a town of 1,200. It seems like there's about 2,000 people here behind us and spread out through the arena wearing all blue. Delco County Christian with a great student contingent. Love it to see when the community comes out to support their young athletes playing on the biggest stage of their young career here in Giant Center. That was great. Our national anthem singer, by the way, is going to be Trinity Roqueplot out of Sharpsville High School. But first we have our starting lineup. The Knights wearing black uniforms with white numbers and dark green trim. Bob Schellenberger, legendary voice from Cumberland Valley High School, on the mic. First to be introduced, a 5'2" sophomore guard wearing number 2, Mary O'Donnell. Delaware County Christian, their shoe game on point. We have lime green, pink, dark green, purple, and orange. Next to be introduced, we highlighted her in the pregame, Dominique Good. 5'3" freshman guard. She could put it up, averaging 20.5 points per game. 5'7" sophomore at guard, Ella Stinger, averaging 13.7. Anna Latchford wearing number 14 with the purple shoes. Rehearsed handshake completed. 5'7" junior forward. And Audrey Bechtel, last but not least, junior 5'9" forward. And that is your starting lineup for the Delaware County Christian Knights.
That is a young lineup, not one senior in that starting 5. So we may very well be sitting here next year talking about Delco again.
To our right, the Williamsburg Blue Pirates. Angela Detweiler, Mandy Pro, the staff, Detweiler, the head coach. Bryn Lauer, freshman 5'7" guard, the first to be introduced. Reagan Pro, number 5 at senior guard, has 167 points on the year. She is the daughter of the assistant coach, Mandy Pro. Leanna Royer, number 10, senior 5'4" guard. She is that number 2 valve to Levada Gorsuch, who's about to be introduced. Junior center wearing number 20, not afraid to step out, shoulder range and warm-ups. And the starting guard, Bella Royer, number 24, at freshman 5'8", the sister to Leanna.
All 5 of those starters had either a mom or an aunt on that 1997 state championship team where they defeated Marion Catholic 55-43. So a shout out to all those ladies.
Marian Catholic, coached at the time by head coach Paul Bruto. He may have been my neighbor growing up. Fun fact here on the broadcast, Coach.
Love it.
We're going to pause our voices here out of respect for our national anthem about to be sung here in Giants Center.
To be sung today by Sharpsville High School senior, Miss Trinity Rockenbach. Ladies and gentlemen, we present with pride and much gratitude our national anthem.
Great job by Trinity Roquelot. And we are about to get underway. Final messages being delivered by Coach Godino and Detweiler. What is that message, Coach? The last 5 words out of your mouth, what is the message?
Controlled intensity and have fun.
Having fun is what it is. Delco Christian Knights. All smiles as they take to the court. Our officials out of York County, Hillary Bauer, Michael Heisler, and William Flaherty. In the center circle to be Anna Latchford. Giving up quite a few inches to Levada Gorsuch. Coach?
Yeah, I would say Delco's looking at a defensive tap here. So let the action begin.
We are underway. Nope. Controlled by Williamsburg. And Leanna Royer. Right into the corner to Bella Royer. Right to Levada Gorsuch. Up, no good. Bodies. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back for a quick 2. Full court, man-to-man pressure from Williamsburg. The Knights able to handle it. It's Ella Stinger. She's going to set from the point at the logo. Double high screen. Stop, pop, Stinger, short, off the iron, chased down by
nice
Dominique
hustle.
Good.
Nice hustle, Dominique. There goes
She
another
swings
one.
It back over to Stinger. Second chance, strong off the back of the iron this time. Rebound ripped down by Reagan Pro, who pushes up.
They might as well keep pounding it inside. Look, she wants that ball. Nice
Ball
reverse
goes
move.
back into Gorsuch. Leanna Royer heard what you were thinking, Coach, and she went right back to Levada Gorsuch, and she's going to head to the line for 2.
Absolutely. I mean, now Delco's got to be thinking, they've got to control the foul situation. If Williamsburg keeps dumping it inside, Delco's got to strategize, maybe front her and then help from the backside or something, but they can't risk foul trouble in there.
Coach Godino, a former walk-on at Temple, once scored 41 points in a game.
Wow.
When he played for Delco County Christian. Now he's on the sidelines. First one was up and good. Gorsuch, second one off to the right. Out of bounds, and we're going to stay here with white basketball as Williamsburg has an early 3-0 lead. 53 seconds in.
Coach Godino, like you said, now on the sidelines, coaching the Dominique Good, who beat his record.
Off the inbounds, Gorsuch with a great screen for Royer, strong on a 3-point attempt from the wing. We're going to have a tied ball held up. Great hustle by Audrey Bechtel to get in there, grab that loose ball for the Knights. Possession arrow says Delco County Christian.
We got some full court man-to-man pressure. Yep, man-to-man pressure.
Dominique Good sets the screen, flashes, she comes and gets it. She is a firecracker on the defensive side. She's quick on the offensive side as well. Good calls for the high screen from Bechtel. On her left, sides against it, goes right, shoots it over Gorsuch. Strong battle, whistle, and we're gonna have a push going down. Audrey Bechtel, who plays inside now, picks up one on the offensive side of the ball. Bechtel and Latchford with fouls now for the Knights. Dominique Good with pressure to keep the ball out of Leanna Royer's hands, and it seems the Knights are going to employ that, kind of deny early and then settle into half-court man. It'll be Ella Stinger on Reagan Pro. Pro dribbles out, finds Bella Royer, her sister.
Look, she's wide.
Rihanna Royer.
Oh.
Excuse me, misspoke right there. Royer on the drive, loses the handle. Nice outlet by Anna Latchford, gets it to Dominique Good. She presses into the front court. A lot of contact, no call. Chases down the loose ball. Kick to Stinger, and Stinger, third time's the charm. She buries the triple. Opposite side, Leanne Royer, left hand, no good. Ball chased down by Bryn Lauer.
Hi-oh.
Kicks it back out, and Royer, second chance opportunity, makes it 6-3. Mary O'Donnell
nice
for a
push.
quick answer. Nice push into the lane. Bechtel can't finish, and we're going to have a tie-up. Bodies everywhere. Intensity is high. Our first substitution coming in, it's going to be Faith Detweiler, freshman 5'4" guard, as Bryn Lauer checks out. Up and down action here to start the girls' 1A state final.
I'm actually a little surprised here because Coach Godino said they were going to go full court man-to-man, in-your-face trapping and everything, and they're kind of maybe a token man going on here.
Reagan Pro over to Bella Royer, back into Gorsuch. She loses the handle on the way up, and it's out of bounds, back to the Knights.
Williamsburg's coming in with the full court pressure.
Coach Detweiler said they like to stay intensity and kind of control what they can control. They seem to be at least controlling the tempo on both sides, or forcing the tempo on both sides.
Absolutely.
Dominique Good settling, waits for the screen from Stinger.
Nice switch defensively out front.
Back to Stinger. She's going to
nice
set from the
Detweiler.
point. Loose ball. Stinger able to gather it, kind of forced one, knocked out of bounds by Pro.
Defensively, that's nice pressure out front there by Detweiler and Pro.
Detweiler with the fresh legs coming off the bench. 4:55 left in the first.
Royer watching good. This is a good matchup.
Deep three, NBA range, short on the iron. That one's going to careen out of bounds in front of the Blue Pirates bench. Toughest spot to inbound the ball right now for Williamsburg. Clean entry from Royer to Royer. It's Bella Royer bringing the ball up across the timeline. Guarded there by Audrey Bechtel. High screen from Reagan Pro. Loose ball, bodies hit the floor. We're going to have an early tie-up. It's going to go back to the Knights, and checking in is Angel Washington, a sophomore guard, checking out Audrey Bechtel. Coach Godino going a little bit smaller, especially with kind of the defense he's employed with, as Bechtel was guarding Royer, bringing the ball up. Dominique Good in the bright yellow sneakers, handling the point guard duties for the Knights. Entry, foul line extended to Latchford. She found Stinger, but she steps on the end line on the cut, and it's a turnover back to the Blue Pirates. Faith Detweiler now into the half court for Williamsburg. Feels the pressure, crosses over. Right idea with the lob pass, just a little bit too strong. Gorsuch had a great seal right there. Pass just a little bit too strong. Staying in that man-to-man pressure a little bit. No trouble this time as they come into the front court. But Mary O'Donnell harassed there by Royer. Ball's coming over to the sidelines. She knocks it out of bounds, and a quick turnover. 3 straight turnovers now in this ball game. 2 coming from the Knights.
It's a nice sideline trap Williamsburg's got going there. It didn't give them much room to breathe.
Here's more full court pressure from Delco County Christian as Bella Royer finds a relief valve in Gorsuch. High post over to Detweiler, who little weave action before a dump down from Pro to Gorsuch. Gorsuch working on that seal, has a good one. Nice pass coming in from Leanna Royer. Gorsuch gets the seal, gets the 2. And now it's Detweiler all over Eller Stinger in the backcourt. We're going to have a foul. The first team foul on Williamsburg, and it's going to go, I believe, on Detweiler. Yes, it's Detweiler. First whistle under 4 becomes a media timeout. We're going to step aside. 3:35 left in the first. Williamsburg 8, Delco County Christian 3. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Today's game is streaming on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. Text your friends and family who aren't at the game and invite them to watch live now at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
The PIAA Radio Network is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, two community-focused organizations, are proud to be collaborating to provide Pennsylvanians free access to local high school sports broadcasts. To follow your schools, check your local TV and radio stations for coverage. Through the PAB and PIAA partnership, following Pennsylvania student athletes has never been easier.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Back here on the PIAA Radio Network, the first of 4 games here today from Giants Center. Eric Thomas, Bob McCool, Rich Scarcella. Coach, you'll be back for a second broadcast today. A lot of great action here on day 2 of this basketball finals weekend. 3:35 as we restart here. Williamsburg up 8-3. Dominique Good for Delco County Christian, bringing it into the half court. Right hand into the lane, kicks it back out to Ella Stinger. Stinger, another long 3. That one, 360 around the rim before it falls out. Loose ball, 2 going for it, and we got a tie-up. Quick whistle as Mary O'Donnell and Gorsuch went after the rock. Possession arrow favors Williamsburg. Now, full court man-to-man extended with a little bit more tenacity. No problems as Bryn Lauer gets into the lane. Rebound, Gorsuch, good. Gorsuch already with a quick 5 on the day. Make it 7. Now Good trying to answer. She's where the offense goes for Delco. Great
nice
pass. She's going to be called for the offensive foul. It's a charge going the other way.
Oh, that's a tough one. That was a nice move, a nice dish there to Washington.
I'm checking the replay. I believe it's Reagan Pro, secondary defender, underneath the basket. Remember, no restriction space in the high school level. Now Leanna Royer setting the offense over to Lauer. Lauer into Gorsuch. They play a game of catch. Dominique Good picks the pocket. She's going to coast on in. Right hand from the left side. Up and good. She had 14 fast break points against Benton early on in the playoffs. Nearly forces a turnover there on the press as well, as Pro got it over to Leanna Royer. Now Royer crossover, left hand into the lane, kicks it out to Detweiler. Detweiler, right hand, baseline drive. Nice job. Smooth as can be with the crossover step through from Faith Detweiler. She gets on the board with her first 2, and now we have a foul as Mary O'Donnell pushes quickly back into the front court. I believe it's going to be on Leanna Royer with a push.
They are playing end line to end line, man. I feel like there's going to be some heavy breathing, some physical exhaustion going on here. It may come down to who has some deeper benches and what Delco does with their strategy with Gorsuch.
Foul was actually put on Bryn Lauer, her first. Good, drives into the lane, kicks, Stinger.
Oh, there we go.
Shooter's roll, back of the iron, high off the glass, and it's good for three. She'll
Here we go,
take it.
good. Oh.
Good, almost with another steal. Picks it. Called for the foul. Not happy with the call. Ball slammed down. It was behind the officials. Williamsburg is going to inbound it from the baseline.
Delco has Good and Washington up in the backcourt, and here comes O'Donnell for some more pressure.
This time it's kind of a token, kind of a denial press to keep Lauer away from handling the ball. Detweiler brings
Straight
it up.
Help.
Royer into Gorsuch. Gorsuch no good. Long rebound all the way out to near the logo. Tied up between Lauer and a pair of Knights. And we're going back to Delco County Christian. I believe we're going to have a timeout here. 30-second timeout coming from Coach Cadino.
I just don't know, Andrew, if Delco can continue a straight-up man-to-man defense in the half-court set, playing behind Gorsuch. They're just going to continue to lob it in. They need to have that wing defender drop in and help on her, or front her and get help from the backside.
Timeout situation. There was a little bit confusion. Our official was talking to Coach Jake Godino. I thought the timeout, that's where it came from the bench. It actually came from the backcourt side. And Williamsburg, it was Coach Detweiler who got it. So the board is showing 4 timeouts for Williamsburg, 5 timeouts for Delco County Christian. 1:37 left in the first. Williamsburg up 4, 12-8. And even though the officials are talking, we had a jump ball signaled, but the timeout was called. So no change of possession arrow, and it's going to stay with White. Lauer inbounds out to Bella Royal. Correct, the arrow did not change on the inbound.
Oh.
Royer, she's going to pull
three.
it from 3 straight on, short, leading to a fast break from Ella Stinger. She backs it off. Gets it to Mary O'Donnell to set the offense from the logo. High screen from Latchford. O'Donnell into the lane, strong off the glass, no good. Loose ball. Angel Washington chases it down, and now she's going to set a screen for Stinger. Stop and pop. That one may have gotten tipped, but it's short, and it's Leanna Royer with the rebound, and she's going to bring it up. Royer with speed into the lane, loses her balance, able to find Lauer. Lauer out to Bella Royal. Nice crossover
Nice
into the
move.
lane. Left hand up and good as we tick under a minute. 14-8 Williamsburg. Stinger hands off to Dominique Good. Well, will Delco hold for 1? Dominique Good to the right, into the lane, says no. Great dish over to Latchford. Didn't realize she wasn't covered. Kicks it out to Stinger. She's long on to 3.
Nice board.
Good, chases it down, plays a game of catch, comes back to her. This time her for 3, short on the iron. Big rebound from Bella Royer. Pushes, settles, back out to Leanna. Into Gorsuch.
Oh,
Gorsuch.
offensive rebound. They have got to get her off the boards. They can't afford to have her getting her own rebounds.
Gorsuch gets the rebound. Thought it was tipped out of bounds, but we have a foul before the tip with 14.2 seconds left.
Delco seems offensively to be relying a lot on those three-point shots. Live and die by the 3, right? And so far, they're not living.
Gorsuch misses the first of 2, 1 of 3 so far at the line with an early 7 points. She has 1 more from the charity stripe with 14.2 seconds left in the first here at Giants Center. Gorsuch second, shooter's roll, front of the rim to the backboard and goes down. Gorsuch is going to take a quick seat for a breather. Checking back in, Reagan Pro.
Be a nice way to end the quarter here for Delco if they can get a bucket. They got to get something to drop.
Down 7, needs some momentum. 5 seconds on the clock as Good sets it. High screen, left hand. Comes into the
Nice
lane,
drive.
body contact.
Oh, and one. That's a nice way to finish the quarter.
Dominique Good, you talk about momentum. She gets the and one. Yep. Russell Westbrook celebration, showing the muscles. She goes to the line to complete the three-point play.
1.3 seconds left.
Confident shot up. Shooters roll home. 15-11 at the moment. There's your whistle, horn, whatever you want to call it. It's a 4-point basketball game. Williamsburg on top of Delco County Christian, 15-11. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network in the girls 1A state finals.
Becoming a champion is an incredible accomplishment, especially at a level as competitive as the PIAA. That's why the Faulkner Automotive Group proudly salutes the student athletes and their families for making it this far. When it's time to upgrade your vehicle, choose any of the 31 Faulkner dealerships in Philadelphia, Lancaster, Bethlehem, Harrisburg, or Mechanicsburg. You'll find award-winning teams doing business the right way and a fast and easy buying experience. Compare low prices on thousands of vehicles and find the one that's perfect for you. Faulkner, to be sure. Huddle is proud to partner with the PIAA. Huddle is an industry leader in video analysis software and game breakdowns, designed to make your program stronger and your players better. To learn more, visit HUDL.com.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
We're back here on the PIAA Radio Network. Girls 1A state basketball final. PA coaching legend Christy Britton alongside me. I'm Andrew Callista. 15-11 as a fresh 8 go up on the board for the second quarter. Williamsburg on top of Delco County Christian. It's going to be Delco County Christian inbound, and I believe they are back to starters with Ella Stinger, Mary O'Donnell, Dominique Good, who just gave them a big momentum boost. Anna Latchford and Audrey Bechtel has checked back into the ball game.
What a great momentum boost for Delco there at the end of that quarter with Good's three-point play.
For the Blue Pirates, Faith Detweiler remains in the game. She was the first off the bench. Levada Gorsuch, with her 8 points, is still catching her breath, sitting right behind Coach. Don't expect her to be on the bench long. Coach, a little bit time for adjustments offensively. What are you doing as Delco starts us here with the possession and Dominique Good?
Absolutely. Take it to the hole. Right, Gorsuch is out. They match up pretty well now, height for height. I think Delco has a lot of athletes. There she goes. Good's going to the hoop. Just rolled out, but I think they got to keep attacking the paint.
Double high screen there seems to be a pretty good formula. Loose ball, great hands by Mary O'Donnell. Forces the loose ball, and Dominique Good, she smells that and covers it up tighter than a lid on a pickle jar.
I don't know about that one. I got to be quicker. I got to be wittier.
That quote comes from the movie Little Giants back in the day.
Okay.
I didn't come up with that one on my own. I'm not that clever. Williamsburg Blue Pirates now. The arrow favors them. They're going to inbound it. Leanna Royer settles it. Over to Bryn Lauer. Left hand in the lane.
Nice
Wide
drive.
open down
Nice
Broadway.
Drive.
Little scoop with the left for 2. Lauer with her first bucket of the game. Good carbon copy, double high screen to the left side. She pulls it out this time, waits for the Stinger screen. Stinger eyeing up a 3, thinks better of it. Good returns the favor,
nice.
Pick and roll, mid-range jumper, buckets. Dominique Good showing another side of her game. 17-13 now as we tick under 7.
Another drive,
Quick into the lane. Goes Lauer, contact, no call, outlet,
hey.
Fast break. Delco County Christian loves the fast break action, and Good makes them pay. And what a pass. Anna Latchford started it, and I think Stinger gets the primary assist.
Yep, we had a 2-point game here now. Williamsburg's up by 2.
Lauer trying to get it down to Bella Royer. She's working as the big right now.
Out of bounds.
Gorsuch out, steps on the end line. And it's a turnover going back to Delco County Christian. Coach Angela Detweiler going to take another timeout here. Her second timeout. This one's going to be full. And it looks like Levada Gorsuch is going to be checking back into this ball game. Good answer from the first quarter. The momentum carrying over for the Delco County Christian Knights.
Yep, I'm sure Coach Detweiler is hoping to quickly put out that fiery run that Delco just had with Gorsuch out. But I think Delco's strategy has to continue to be the same. Keep attacking in transition. That one play where Good hit that nice mid-ranger, I think they set 5 screens.
5 screens, started with the 2 up top. Yep. Good called for one herself from Stinger. Stinger came back, Good.
Yeah. And while we have a little pause here, Stinger, isn't that a cool name for an athlete?
That is a really cool.
You play any sport and your last name is Stinger, man, that's cool.
That has an awesome, like if you're a closer in baseball or softball, if you're, a strong safety that's going to come down in the box like Earl Thomas and the Legion of Boom with the Seattle Seahawks. If you're going to be a 3-point shooter, that is a good one. Or Tiger Woods, maybe the most famous Stinger, his 2-iron back in the early 2000s.
Well, she's going to nail some threes here, so I think that the name is fitting.
Want to give a shout out to the Williamsburg Blue Pirate cheer squad. Came on, did a little nice routine at midcourt here at Giant Center.
And how about their community? Like you said, I think it's a community of 1,200, and there's probably 2,000 of them here. That's phenomenal.
That's what makes high school sports great. Get involved, become a coach, become a volunteer, become a PIAA official. Check out PIAA.org for whatever resources you need. More screen action from Delco as we are back underway. Can't get the runner to fall as Mary O'Donnell. Rebound collected by Leanna Royer. She presses up to Faith Detweiler. Pump fake, baseline drive, right-hand runner, too strong. She commits the foul then on Mary O'Donnell, who pulled down the board. 5:58 now in the second, 17-15. Back in, Bryn Lauer is going to give Faith Detweiler a break.
Both teams attacking the basket really well. Actually, Gorsuch kind of cleared out her defender for that drive there. Both shots just did not drop, unfortunately.
Dominique Good, another high screen.
Double high screen.
From Latchford and Bechtel. She goes off of Latchford. Comes back, Latchford gives her another one, so does Bechtel. Little weave action up top, ball comes to Stinger, she loses it into the lane, tied up, and we're gonna stay right here with the Knights. Something to keep in mind for these girls. Both teams commented how cold it is here early on in Giant Center. We are in the home of the Hershey Bears, the most decorated AHL franchise. The ice is under about 1.5 inches of styrofoam.
Go Stinger!
Stinger off the inbounds, 3-ball, corner pocket. Delco with their first lead of the ball game at 18-17. And now full court pressure from O'Donnell on Leanna Royer. Into the front court, over to Bella Royer, off the mark, ball tipped up by Pro and chased down by Lauer. Royer resets, back to Pro in the corner, off the iron, that ball tipped out, and I believe it's going to stay right here with the Blue Pirates, and it does.
Delco's got to do a better job of chasing down those rebounds. They cannot continue to let Williamsburg get those offensive second chances.
Especially with Gorsuch in the lane, and it looks like they've now fronted her and have back help off the inbounds. That allows Lauer a 3-point shot.
Yeah, Gorsuch!
It's off. Gorsuch collects it and one. She's going back to the foul line. Count the basket.
Offensive rebound, put back, 3-point play here, right here.
Gorsuch now in double figures with 10.
It is 19-18. Williamsburg is up by 1. 5 minutes left in the second. Oh my gosh, she got another offensive
She gets her
rebound.
own miss from the line. Foul, I believe, was called on Dominique Good, her second. Something to pay attention to. Now, in transition, Stinger's lost, but she has found the bottom of the basket. Another 3. She's heating up. 21-19.
Living up to her name.
Knights now up by 2. Can Williamsburg answer? Corner pocket 3 from Pro. Strong.
Nice, there we go.
Rebound, nothing. And she yanks down Bechtel. We're going to have an inbound play. Foul's going to be on Gorsuch on the offensive glass.
They haven't been lobbing it into Gorsuch these last few possessions. They've been taking those outside three-point shots, which makes it even more important to keep Gorsuch off the boards for the easy putbacks.
Coach, and she's not touching the ball either on these three-point attempts. It's not entry pass and a kick out. It's straight going.
Yeah.
Maybe something to look for from the Williamsburg Pirates as an adjustment. Now Good with another screen from Latchford. Second screen from Latchford. Mid-range jumper. She's hit one. She's hit two. This one near side. Both of them haven't touched any iron.
I love those mid-range jumpers. I said it yesterday. It is a lost art in this sport.
23-19 now. Williamsburg trying to answer. We're going to have a blocking foul. Audrey Bechtel shakes her head as she knows it's on her. And that will be her third. The foul count right now, Bechtel with 3, Dominique Good with 2, Ella Stinger with 1, and Anna Latchford with 1 for Delco. Media timeout at 3:59 here from the PIAA State Finals in Giant Center. We'll be back in just a bit.
I didn't realize
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
Today's PIAA Radio Network broadcast is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years. Just like our local student athletes, Wayne Bank believes in hard work, teamwork, and commitment to excellence. From Friday night lights to championship moments, Wayne Bank is proud to support the schools, families, and communities that make scholastic sports so special. Wayne Bank, every day better, member FDIC.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Back here at Giant Center, 1A Girls State Final. Williamsburg going to inbound it underneath, down by 4, 19-13. Kerncraft 400 on the DJ. Zombie Nation firing up the crowd. Does it fire up Williamsburg? Ball worked around the perimeter. Thrown away. The corner, too high of a pass. Reagan Pro was the baseline cutter. Bryn Lauer's pass, a little bit too strong. And it's a turnover back to the Knights. About how fast this pace has gone. Not really a pace we see at the 1A level a lot. And now Delco seems to slow it down, bringing the ball up with Dominique Good. Crossover in the lane, kicks to Stinger. Stinger now left-hand drive. Loose ball on the ground. Bellaroyer hits it. Ball pops back out, still loose. We have a travel call in the lane on Ella Stinger as she was looking for it, and it seems she rolled over a little bit.
Delco backing off too now, sticking with that half-court defense. They've got 4 out, 1 in, working Gorsuch in the paint.
It was a frenzy in the first. The second half of the second quarter seems to be slowing down just a little bit. Weave action between Lauer and Leanna Royer.
Straight up.
Into Gorsuch, high off the glass.
That was nice defense.
We have a foul called, and it's on Ella Stinger. Coach Cadino doesn't like the call.
It's going to be her second as well. I liked that defense, I got to say, but
foul situation on the other side because I didn't get it at the end of the quarter. As Gorsuch attempts her first. Gorsuch has 1, and she also has 1 right there. She nails the first of her 2 foul shots. And Bryn Lauer has 1 and 3 fouls on Faith Detweiler early on. Detweiler, the primary substitute for the Blue Pirates. Gorsuch now looking to convert 2 of 2 from the line. Second one, strong off the back of the iron. Nice board by Bryn Lauer. Deep 3 from Leanna Royer. Short, Gorsuch tips it out. And I believe we have a second touch coming from the Knights, and it's going to stay with the Blue Pirates.
They got a 4 across set here against this 2-3 zone. Delco's got to adjust.
Reagan Pro lobs it in to Gorsuch, steps in, short corner jumper, all around the world, empty. Gorsuch collects straight up, and she's fouled again.
Oh my goodness, box her out, box her out, box her out.
Ella Stinger is going to pick up her third. That is a critical call, as that is Stinger's third personal foul, makes it official. Coach Cadino, hands up. He believes the rule of verticality for his defenders needs to be closely watched. Gorsuch is first, up and in. And the second. And just like that, it's a 1-point game, 23-22. Delco on top. 2:45 in the second. Mary O'Donnell into the lane, knocked away, turned over. Gorsuch collects, starts to break. Pro over to Leanna Royer. Royer stripped from behind from O'Donnell.
There goes Washington.
Makes the tone for her turnover. And here comes
Good
Angel
choice.
Washington. Slowed it down, but Knights turn it back over as they try to hit Stinger kind of in a late transition period.
I think a big thing if Delco could adjust, because there's a distinct height advantage in here, and they're having trouble, obviously, with Gorsuch on those offensive boards. Just focus on boxing her out, keeping her out of there. Don't go for the ball.
Anna Latchford gets the assignment. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
They dump it right down to Gorsuch. It's Leanna Royer on the assist. Gorsuch easy with the right hand, up and in. And now Williamsburg back on top, 24-23. And Coach Cadino is going to want to talk it over. He gets the timeout.
Just to finish my thought, I think they've got to stay low and box her out. Don't jump for the ball. When you jump for the ball, you're not going to out jump Gorsuch. So stay low, make her go over your back. You know, hope for a call or two on that.
Gorsuch now with 15 points already here with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. She averages 18.6 per game.
Wow.
She was below her averages all through the playoffs, and it's been other contributors. Faith Detweiler, Leanna Royer, Bella Royer have been the ones stepping up big in the playoffs. Bryn Lauer, 9.1 points per game this season. She has stepped up as well.
They do have a nice, there's no doubt that Gorsuch is a power to be reckoned with inside, but they do have a nice, well-balanced team as well on that perimeter.
Delco trying to find the adjustments. Their 6-point lead has evaporated into a 2-point deficit. They have the ball, 28-foot line, inbounding it. Possession arrow favors Williamsburg. And right off the bat, quick hands, Bryn Lauer, turnover, anticipated it, and converts. Steals the inbounds and gets two right out of the timeout, and we're going to have a foul in the backcourt. Leanna Royer commits it. She knew it right away.
She's done a really nice job at the point for Williamsburg, just controlling the offense, controlling that pace. She's an aggressive kid.
Royer's first personal foul, checking back in. Coach Cadino is going to roll the dice here with under 2 left.
Maybe
Ella Stinger checks back in.
Maybe he's going to go offense, defense if he can.
Audrey Bechtel checks back in with 3 fouls as well.
Whew.
Inbound to Good. Dominique Good. Eyeing up. Bryn Lauer has a screen from Latchford. Good screen. She's going to stop off it with the 3.
Nice
No good.
offensive
Latchford
board.
crashes after the roll. Kicks it to Stinger. Long 3. Strong off the iron. Kicks to Mary.
Nice.
Tips to Mary O'Donnell. And she is able to put it home for 2.
All right, Williamsburg needs to work on the offensive boards too.
That ball was in the air a lot on that possession. Now Williamsburg, 1-point lead, content to work it around. Gorsuch saying throw to the corner, then throw it back in.
That's
doubled, kicked over. Bella Royer crashes, and we got a foul.
That's a killer. They had her front. They had Gorsuch double team down low, and then O'Donnell was just the second slow on the rotation.
A tad late on the rotation down, but that's kind of how you draw it up defensively when you're double teaming at the block. Bella Royer goes to the line for 2. First one up and good. She's a 73% foul shooter from the line this year.
We got a 2-point game here with 1:11 left.
Second one, no good. 2-point lead for Williamsburg, as you say, Coach.
Stinger!
63 seconds left. Stinger comes up way short. That one from beyond NBA range. She's feeling confident.
I notice you radio professionals say like 62 seconds left instead of 1:02. So I gotta change my lingo here.
We tick under a minute. I like to show off those math skills. Williamsburg, half-court set,
Nice
high-low
ball
action,
movement.
kick back out high, Lauer for three, no good, loose ball. Knights have to have it. They get the tie up, but the arrow says we're going to stay here with Williamsburg.
There's nice ball movement on that. It was a good shot.
I use it as a shout-out to my elementary school teachers that taught me how to read a standard clock before
Eric did it
the
too.
age
He's
of
like,
the digital age.
There's 93 seconds. I'm like, 93 seconds.
Inbound to Gorsuch as Royer runs off a high screen to her. Ball's now kicked in, kicked back out to Bella Royer. Three, no good as it rattles in. Stinger collects the ball, and she's looking for points in transition. Kicked back out to O'Donnell. She's going to go for three with 30 seconds left. No good. Ratchford battles down below. Kicked out of bounds. And it's going back to Williamsburg.
That was a nice attempt by O'Donnell. Just need a little more legs in it, I think. She fell a little short there. Latchford was in the paint, ready for that offensive rebound, just slipped out of her hands.
27.6 as we inbound, and Leanna Royer bringing the ball up, pressed by O'Donnell. O'Donnell doing a great job delaying this opportunity. Now with 15, they're into their set with Bella Royer. Kicks it over to Reagan Pro. Works it around to Bryn Lauer. Gorsuch has now stepped out. Not really a threat there. Ooh, Dominique Good, she thought she had to steal, but backed off as Royer sets. Leanna with 5, pulls up from 3, contested by O'Donnell. No good, there's your horn. We're going into the break. Williamsburg 27-25. What a first half we have here in the PIAA 1A Girls State Championship. We are set for a great second half. We're going to step aside for a little bit before we get you first half stats. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Together, we bring more. Celebrate the milestones, big and small, in life, from your first state championship win to a family get-together. And make 'em more meaningful with beef. Visit beefitswhatsfordinner.com for beef recipe inspirations and more.
Max Preps is your source for Pennsylvania high school sports. Schedules, stats, scores, rosters, rankings, video, and photos. Max Preps gives you access to every team, every game, and every player across the state. Follow your favorite teams by downloading the Max Preps app or go to maxpreps.com. Max Preps, your source for Pennsylvania high school sports. Get in the game.
Get a head start on your career in exciting fields like science, communication, engineering, and medicine, along with tuition assistance in the Pennsylvania National Guard. To learn more about the Pennsylvania National Guard, check out Join PA Guard on Facebook and Instagram, or go to nationalguard.com/PA. The PIAA is honored to have St. Luke's University Health Network, a nationally recognized entity in sports medicine, as the official medical provider of the PIAA Championships. St. Luke's University Health Network is a top 100 major teaching hospital which provides care to athletes ranging from youth sports to professional athletes in Pennsylvania. St. Luke's Sports Medicine offers comprehensive athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. St. Luke's is proud to have been chosen to support the Champions of Pennsylvania as the official medical provider of the PIAA Championships.
Work hard and win big at West Virginia University. We automatically review applications for merit scholarship eligibility. No extra paperwork, no essays. Our scholarships are generous and non-competitive, which means if you have the grades, you have a scholarship. Plus, they're stackable, so you can get more than one and focus on what really matters. An easier path to your dream job. Let's go at wvu.edu.
Right now, PIAA fans can save big on Big Ten Plus. Stream the 2026-2027 Big Ten men's and women's basketball with 2,700 more events across the Big Ten this season. Go to big10plus.com and make sure you enter the code PIAABB when selecting an annual pass at checkout to secure 1 year of Big Ten Plus for only $30, a $60 value. Attention fans, get your next game day ticket using Hometown. As the official online ticketing partner of the PIAA, Hometown gives you a simple and secure way to search, buy, and scan your ticket right from your phone. Download the Hometown Fan app from your mobile app store today. The PIAA is proud to use Wilson basketballs. For athletes to perform at their best, they require the best. For over 100 years, that's what Wilson has delivered. Wilson is the best-selling high school basketball and the official basketball of the NBA and NCAA March Madness. Learn more at wilson.com.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Back here on the PIAA Radio Network. We are at halftime here as some festivities commencing out there with some competitions. Williamsburg up 27-25 over Delaware County Christian. What a first half we had, back and forth. We appreciate it as our stats are delivered. As we go down the stats here, Andrew Clissa alongside PA basketball coaching legend Christy Britton alongside of 27-25, Williamsburg on top. Blue Pirates 10 of 30 from the field. Delco 10 of 26. Pretty good shooting percentages. Well, pretty good shooting percentage for Delco at almost 40%, 33% for the Blue Pirates. From three, kind of a story that we're going to be monitoring. Delco County Christian 4 of 15, 1 of 11 for Williamsburg. Impressive 26.7% from distance for the Knights. At the line, coach, big number, 6'4", 11. Many of that coming from Levada Gorsuch. That is something to pay attention to as foul trouble begins to creep in. Turnovers, 7 for the Knights, 8 for the Blue Pirates. And we have had 3 lead changes, the largest lead being 4 for Delaware County Christian and 7 for Williamsburg. Game of momentum, Delaware County coach kind of answered at the end of the first to halfway through the second. First quarter, for the most part, and the last 3 minutes of that half kind of controlled by Williamsburg. What's the message in the locker room right now?
Well, for Williamsburg, I think, they are, what did you say? They are 1 for 11 from three-point range. So it's very obvious. I mean, you don't want to stop shooting, but a higher percentage shot is in the paint, whether it's with Gorsuch or, one of the other girls penetrating. I think Gorsuch is smart enough when they double team her. If they have somebody slash on that weak side, they'll get some nice little layups. From Delco's perspective down offensively, they're relying, it seems like, a lot on Good and O'Donnell on that perimeter. Good is real. She's great. She's aggressive offensively. She's driving. She's making things happen. It's going to be an interesting second half.
That mid-range jumper from Good, that's deadly.
I love it.
She's taken 2 of them, and she hasn't contacted iron on either one. One thing to watch, and I think both coaches would be stressing right now, turnovers. 15 total combined, 8 and 7. And we've seen some ones that are uncharacteristic from both these teams, just right off the inbounds, not seeing a defender. Both teams making their way back out to the court. The halftime clock says 2:51 right now. We're going to take a brief pause here as our referees make their way back to the court as well. You're listening to PIAA Sports Radio Network 1A Girls State Basketball Final, coming to you live from Giant Center in the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Ready for Hoops Fest, the Mid-Atlantic region's largest outdoor 3-on-3 basketball tournament for all ages on Saturday, July 18th. Downtown Altoona, Pennsylvania transforms into a street basketball paradise with hundreds of teams and thousands of players and fans from multiple states. We offer divisions for every age and skill level. Register your team now at hoopsfest.net. Registration is open, so secure your spot for Hoopsfest, the can't-miss basketball event of the summer. Are you looking for a career doing work that matters? Consider a degree program that will take you 2 years or less from Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology, where you can receive collaborative, hands-on training and specialized knowledge. There's a high demand for our graduates, and the average starting salary is $52,500. Visit stevenscollege.edu to learn more. Is college in your future? The Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency helps PA students and families navigate all things college, such as scholarships, grants, and loans. For more information on ways to plan and pay for college, visit PHEAA.org. That's PHEAA.org. Fans, head over to Hershey's Chocolate World and experience a free chocolate-making tour that ends with a Hershey's sample. Visit our exciting attractions, create your own candy bar, learn the art of chocolate tasting, or embark on a whimsical train ride to magical Hershey candy lands without leaving your seat. Treat yourself to a delicious milkshake or mouth-watering chocolate chip cookie. And shop for all of your favorites at the world's largest Hershey's store. We'll see you soon at Hershey's Chocolate World.
The PA Attorney General's Office and the PIAA remind you to not let pain become a killer. If you suspect a teammate, family member, or friend of abusing prescription drugs, tell a coach, tell a teammate, tell a teacher, tell someone. For help and information, go to ddap.pa.gov, and together we can ensure that pain doesn't become a killer.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Back here live from Giant Center, Andrew Clissa alongside Coach Christy Britton. Second half about to be underway, Coach. 8 minutes on the clock, 27-25, Williamsburg. Early on, possessions could dictate how this game goes in this tight one.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that we didn't mention before the break there was these next couple possessions with foul trouble. We got Detweiler with 3, Stinger with 3, and Bechtel with 3. I don't think we want to see any of those girls get their quick fourth.
Dominique Good sets the offense for Delaware County
Nice
Christian.
pass.
Nice pass by Stinger in the lane. It's
There we
shuffled
go.
over. Eventually it comes to Audrey Bechtel, and she converts with a nice little runner in the lane. We are all tied 27 apiece. Coach Canino wants wide hands. He wants everybody's hands out.
1-3-1 defense here, so there's a little bit of a look.
Screened out. We have a three-point shot. I believe it comes from Reagan Pro. Off the mark, collect it. Dominique Good comes flying over. She's in the media row. She's a hockey player as we're in the Giant Center. She's up, she's good, and she's right back ready to play defense on the inbounds. Britton Lauer inbound it, wide open. Bella Royer comes up empty. Ella Stinger now rebounds, pushes it, finds Good in transition, chases it down. She can come back and get it, but hustling over there is Leanna Royer. She gets it. Now Mary O'Donnell's going to press her in the backcourt. She finds Britton Lauer. Lauer up to Reagan Pro. Pro in the lane, dish down to Bella Royer.
Nice
Great
block,
defense
Stinger.
there by Stinger. Royer, though, able to find it and kicks it back out to Leanna Royer, who will reset. She's going to stop and pop for 3 of her own from the corner. Gorsuch doesn't get called for a travel right there on a rebound. Up and good on her second opportunity with the right hand, 29-27. Dominique Good wanted a travel call there, to no avail. Mary O'Donnell now into the lane. Back out to Good. Good, left-hand drive. Runner back with the right. That was so pretty. Little kiss off the glass. Back and forth we go. It's 29 all.
I'm just looking here. Gorsuch has 10 offensive boards. 11, no, 1 defense. 10 offensive boards. They've got to stop that. That's got to be a focus for Delco.
As Leanna Royer is bringing the ball up, Dominique Good thought she had an opportunity to take an offensive foul. Instead, she's called for the block at midcourt. Now, Leanna Royer into the lane, kicks it out to Pro. Pro down to Bella Royer, kicks back out to Pro. Short on the attempt. Ball's coming right at us, and it's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Williamsburg.
Delco's taking their chances on these outside shots, and so far it's paying off. If they can control the boards and not let Williamsburg continue to dominate these offensive boards.
Faith Detweiler has checked into the basketball game. Out goes Bryn Lauer. Dominique Good gets a rest for the Knights. In is Angel Washington. She takes the wing in the 1-3-1. Detweiler going to try her luck from distance. No good. Big board by Bella Royer. She's trapped underneath, and we're going to have a foul call. Should be on Angel Washington. And it is.
That was a nice offensive board there by Bella Royer. I think maybe the focus that possession was keeping Gorsuch off the boards, but then Royer snuck in, so good hustle by her.
Washington's first. Bella Royer, the sister to Leanna Royer, goes to the line. First one, spins all the way around, no good. Second one is up and good. She's now 2 of 5 from the line today. 2 of 4, excuse me. Now Ella Stinger, she brought it up into the lane, pulls it back out to the wing before getting to Washington. Washington, all right. Crowd wanted to travel. It wasn't. Ella Stinger from the point.
O'Donnell.
Little hand pass to O'Donnell for 3. Front of the iron, high off the glass, no good. Bella Royer collects, and she's going to run the break on her own. Body's on the floor. It's Leanne Royer in the backcourt. Got her legs tangled up. She's working her way up as Gorsuch down low is going to reset and kick to Royer as she comes into the front court. Royer over to Detweiler. That should be short on the 3. Good box out there by Anna Latchford. Latchford collects, swings it all the way across the court into Mary O'Donnell.
There we
into
go.
the lane. Coach, that's what you've been saying. Drive into the lane, and it's Gorsuch that I believe is going to pick up. Gorsuch had the body contact, but we have a hold call. And it is, they get the hold on Reagan Pro. So we had a hold on the front side from Reagan Pro, and as she was being held, O'Donnell drew the body contact from Gorsuch. Pro gets the foul call. First one up and no good from Mary O'Donnell.
Mary O'Donnell's been playing a great game defensively. I'd love to see her come alive on the offensive end here. She's put up some good shots. They just haven't fallen, but she's got to keep at it.
Second one up and good. She had 17 in the semifinals against Lord's Regional.
Yeah. She's just waiting for that hot streak.
Seems to be the defensive specialist going to at the point here in the 1-3-1.
It's a nice job by Latchford there on Gorsuch.
Into the lane goes Reagan Pro. Good defense right there.
Straight
Gorsuch
up.
trying to collect the loose ball. She does. Pretty good defense there, and just unfortunate as Gorsuch puts it up and good. I say unfortunate. Unfortunate for Delco. You play good defense. Fortunate on the other side for the Blue Pirates that Gorsuch has such great awareness to find it with the right hand and get it up and collect 2. She's now at 19. Stinger.
Here we go, O'Donnell. There.
O'Donnell off the iron high. The shot looks good. We're right on line with it.
She's gonna hit it. I'm telling you.
Can't get it to fall.
She's got to.
Leanna Royer now sets the offense for Williamsburg. Bryn Lauer waiting to check in. She will at the next dead ball as we tick under 4 minutes here.
Nice defense, O'Donnell. Gorsuch now at the high elbow. Let's see which. Yeah, high-low.
That's a great
nice
look for a Gorsuch. Hit the high post, down low. That's the way you attack a 1-3-1. And Bella Royer gets an easy 2 and the assist from Levada Gorsuch. Stinger running the point without good. She wants a screen from Latchwood. Now Bechtel comes up for a double. Off to the right side she goes, thinks about it, pulls it back out to O'Donnell. O'Donnell crossover, right-hand runner,
nice.
Gets it to fall. O'Donnell, she's the trigger person right now for the offense for the Delaware County Christian Knights, and she finally gets one to go down.
We got a 2-point game here, 3 minutes left.
34-32. Big screen up from Gorsuch as Royer called for it. Nobody hit the ground. Gorsuch now high post. She's going to drive right hand. off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Ellisinger. Dribbles through Gorsic's legs. And now she kind of creates numbers. Left hand, pulls it back out for three. Step back.
Stinger!
3 fingers in the air for number 12.
Time out, Williamsburg.
And we have a timeout, Williamsburg, with 2:46. Delaware County's first lead since the middle of the second quarter with about 3 minutes left. Ellisinger, 15 points. What a step back three and moment.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. She had a hand in her face for that shot too, and let alone the step back.
That was pretty. That looked like something we saw in the NCAA tournament last night with a step back three winner.
When did you get to watch games yesterday?
It was late. I stayed up a little bit late, watched some replays with Sir Charles Barkley on the action.
Gotcha.
Have to love Sir Charles. And we got some great action here. This is a back and forth game.
Absolutely, and I think I had mentioned, that potential foul trouble was something they wanted to be weary of early in the third, and they've kept it under control. We still have Good, Stinger, and Bechtel for Delco with 3 fouls each, and Detweiler with 3. So nothing's really changed, dramatically on that end. They've still got their key players on the floor. It's intense end-to-end. This is an exciting game. 1 point, Delco 35, Williamsburg 34.
That was not a media timeout. That was a regular called timeout. Something to watch. Williamsburg with just 2 timeouts left here with 2:46 left in the third. Delco on top, 35-34. Dominique Good has checked back into the game. Angel Washington getting a breather. She did yeoman's work in the 1-3-1 defense. Mary O'Donnell harassing the guards for Williamsburg. Faith Detweiler short on the three-point mark.
Here goes Good.
Collects the rebound, and she's going to run in transition. Contact, she's going to go to the line for 2.
She had that 2-on-1. She did draw the foul, but I feel like she had her teammate wide open on that right side.
Dominique Good is a missile launched when she gets in gear. She chases down a long rebound and using that as transition right in there. We have an injury. Reagan Pro went down hard. She's being helped off the court right now by a trainer favoring, it seems to be, the right leg, right ankle. Media timeout. We're going to step aside for a minute. Dominique Good is going to be the foul shooter. Checking in is going to be Bella Royer. 35-34, Delco on top of Williamsburg. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Today's game is streaming on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. Text your friends and family who aren't at the game and invite them to watch live now at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, 2 community-focused organizations, are proud to be collaborating to provide Pennsylvanians free access to local high school sports broadcasts. To follow your schools, check your local TV and radio stations for coverage. Through the PAB and PIAA partnership, following Pennsylvania student athletes has never been easier.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Back here live at Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania. PIAA State Basketball Championship weekend. Our first game in a quadruple header here on day 2. 1A girls state final getting us underway. Barn burner right now. 2:29 left in the third. 35-34. Delaware County Christian Knights on top of the Williamsburg Blue Pirates. And Dominique Good will step to the line for the first of 2 coming out of this media timeout. Adjustments are the name of the game, and the Knights seem to have found a defensive alignment to combat the size of Williamsburg. First shot up and no good, from Dominique Good. Right now on the sidelines, Reagan Pro getting attention to a lower body injury. Second one,
nice
no
hustle.
good from Good. Great hustle from Audrey Bechtel, who saves it going out of bounds on the sidelines and gets it right to Good. Good now working a screen from Latchford. Runner into the lane, no good. Collected there by Levada Gorsuch. It's Bella Royer now. Over to her sister, Leanna Royer. Royer over to Faith Detweiler, finds Gorsuch in the high post. Kind of a flat-footed shot right there, using her height from Gorsuch. No good. Rebound
nice
from Delaware County
save.
Christian. Mary O'Donnell saves it out of bounds, kicks the stinger. She's short on the three-point attempt. Audrey Bechtel rips it out of Gorsuch's hands for a tie-up, but the ball is going to go back to Williamsburg.
Two nice hustle plays there, right in a row by Bechtel. She saved that one ball out of bounds, and there she hustled for that rebound. Ended up in a tie-up, and the ball's going the other way, but nice hustle, Audrey.
Levada Gorsuch, I believe she wants the ball. She's calling for it and very verbal and demonstrative with the clapping of her hands out on the court right now. Making a diamond signal. She's right in the high post. Not guarded would be a good time to get an entry pass, and Bella Royer does it. They play catch. She throws it right back out to Bryn Lauer. Over to Leanna Royer with a little scrim from Detweiler. Skip pass to Bella Royer. Baseline drive off the side of the backboard. Latchford collects a rebound, but it's knocked away there by Detweiler. Good hustle play there from Faith Detweiler. Ball works its way to the corner. Bryn Lauer off the mark on her triple. Gorsuch only touched the ball once on that possession, and Dominique Good comes into the front court.
Oh, she's
over to
wide
Ella
open.
Stinger, wide open, won't get a better look. Long off the iron, rebound Detweiler. Left hand goes up the far side. Williamsburg moving from our left to right.
Hey, we got Gorsuch at the point.
We are opposite the table for you to visualize. Skip past to Leanna Royer in the near side corner. Left hand from the wing now in the lane, kicks to her sister Bella Royer, out to Detweiler, back to Bella. Skip pass to Bryn Lauer. Over to Gorsuch, who's now extended her presence out to three. She skips over to Leanna Royer, short. Gorsuch crashes down low. A lot of contact, but verticality engaged. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Blue Pirates.
They've got Gorsuch out on the perimeter a lot. I'm not sure why she's not on the block, although she is effective. They're shooting these threes. She's effective on those offensive boards.
Bryn Lauer will rebound outside of a line set. Inbound, Leanna Royer into the lane. No good runner with the left hand.
Nice steal.
Dominique Good
Good.
makes the steal on the baseline, and she goes baseline to foul line. Kick to
O'Donnell,
Mary
that's
O'Donnell.
in. Oh.
No good on the three. We got 15 seconds left here in the third. Williamsburg looks to go into the fourth with the lead. It's 35-34. Leanna Royer going to set the offense. We're screened out by an official. Faith
Nice
Detweiler
block.
in the corner. Nice block there, as you said, Coach. It's Ella Stinger stretching out from the wing in this 1-3-1 defense. 3.2 seconds left. Bryn Lauer is going to be the inbounder, and we're going to have a line set right in the middle lane. Lob up to Gorsuch. Up, no good. Leanna Royer collects. Third opportunity. Horn goes off. No good. 35-34 after three here in the girls 1A state basketball final. Delaware County Christian Knights on top of the Williamsburg Blue Pirates, 35-34. We're going to step aside for a minute. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
The PIAA would like to thank Preferred Headwear and Head Brand supplier Outdoor Cap and Junk Brands for their continued sponsorship of PIAA athletics. Their products are built to perform with style from the sidelines to the stands. Visit junkbrands.com to learn more. Are you having trouble saving to buy a home? The Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency offers down payment and closing cost assistance. Learn more at phfa.org or just Google PHFA and find out how you can buy a new home. Huddle is proud to partner with the PIAA. Huddle is an industry leader in video analysis software and game breakdowns designed to make your program stronger and your players better. To learn more, visit HUDL.com.
Fans, during today's action, head to hoopsfest.net and select your favorite player for the 2026 PIAA Hoopsfest All-Championship team. Visit hoopsfest.net and vote now. While there, register for Pennsylvania's largest outdoor 3-on-3 basketball tournament on Saturday, July 18th in downtown Altoona.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
We're back here for the fourth quarter at Giants Center. 1A Girls State Basketball State Championship. Delaware County Christian 35, Williamsburg 34. Timeouts left for Williamsburg, 2. Timeouts left for this fourth quarter for Delaware County Christian, 4. Delaware County Christian, the possession arrow will start with them as we get a fresh 8 on the clock. Andrew Calista alongside Coach Christy Britton here on the PIAA Radio Network. A lot of great action. Rich Scarcella will be along. Eric Thomas, Bob McCool for 3 games later on today in this day 2 of a quadruple header.
An interesting stat here as we enter this fourth quarter. Looking at Williamsburg, they're shooting 1 for 21 from three-point range. You know, 5%. Now, looking at their history, it looks like all 5 of their starters, with the exception of Gorsuch, are shooting, 25% or better from three-point range. So I don't know if they can rely on that in the fourth quarter. They keep shooting or how that'll unfold.
Shooting lines here are very difficult at Giants Center. The depth perception is difficult as Dominique Good sets the offense, throws it back out to Mary O'Donnell at the point. She's trapped at the foul line. Relief valve in Ella Stinger. Stinger now from the logo, calls for a screen from Bechtel. Into the lane, foul line, extended jumper, no good.
Nice
Chase
hustle,
down by Anna Latchford. Out to O'Donnell, who's going to reset. Around the world, right-handed drive.
There's a foul. Yep.
Foul called as O'Donnell hits the court hall. Gorsuch pleading her case, saying I was straight up and it's just a size advantage. They say she came down with the arms.
It's so difficult for the big girls to understand that if their hands come down or even their wrist snaps a little bit, they're going to get called for it.
O'Donnell steps to the line, and she makes the first of 2. 2 of 3 so far from the line today. Here comes number 4. Up and off the mark.
Oh, that's a big offensive board,
big
Latchford.
Offensive rebound for Latchford. Detweiler almost steals the kick out to O'Donnell, but O'Donnell's able to gather it herself.
Oh,
Ball comes to Stinger. Stinger on a drive, lost it, turnover. And we're going to have a hold call on Mary O'Donnell at midcourt. It was Bella Royer. She got on the floor or slid in for a loose ball.
That's only O'Donnell's second, luckily.
Williamsburg now with possession. 7:05 left. Down 2, 36-34.
Now they got Gorsuch on the low block. I feel like that's what they got to go with.
Deanna Royer into the lane, kicks to Detweiler. Short corner, Bella Royer off the mark. 2 Blue Pirates there. Ball bounces off both of them and into Mary O'Donnell's hands. She gets it to Dominique Good for the Knights. She's content to just walk it up. Man pressure extended, double high screen from Latchford. Good's going to use it and then step back. She wants another one. Doesn't use it, goes left-hand drive into the lane. Contact, and we're going to have a blocking foul.
That's a nice penetration, little crossover there. She got rid of her defender, left-handed drive in, she drew the foul. That was a nice play, nice patience.
Gorsuch gets called for the foul. That's going to be, our board shows 3 in front of us. That is her third. And Coach Angela Detweiler wants to take a minute to think about it. 30-second timeout. Coach, she has only 1 timeout left, and it's 6:32 left in a 2-point basketball game.
That is not ideal. I think her timeouts have been strategic. I'm certain they've been effective, but man, it'd be nice to have 2 in your pocket, maybe even 3 with a 2-point game in the middle of the fourth quarter.
There is 1 more coming from the media timeout, so everybody does get the extra timeout under 4.
All right, so she can
you
hold
can't
out
go home with them.
Yes.
You can't go home with them.
She's got to hold out 2.5 minutes.
Coach Godino, sending in Angel Washington, but she didn't beat the horn. She's got to go back to the bench. Great job by the officials and our head official, Hillary Bauer, recognizing that substitution came after the horn, and she's now got to wait for the next dead ball. Delco will inbound it, our near side on their baseline underneath the basket. Inbound from Latchford to O'Donnell. Long mid-range jumper, no good. Ball's tipped around.
That's a great offensive rebound. They
and
need
it's
that.
rebounded by Stinger. Stinger's going to reset it as she kicks it back out to Dominique Good. Levada Gorsuch checked out during the timeout.
They got to attack the basket.
In checked Reagan Pro. She's back from the injury. That's great to see. Little 1-2-2 zone here coming from Williamsburg. Actually, now it's kind of extended to man.
They're in a man. Nice patience.
Mary O'Donnell's going to back it out almost all the way to the logo. Screen up top from Audrey Bechtel. Great defense,
Nice defense.
there. We're going to have a held ball, and it's going to go to Williamsburg. Coach Godino pleading this case. One thing is, if you don't have possession of the ball, you need to have singular possession of the ball for that tie-up to actually, or that timeout to actually be called.
Right. Right. That was great defense, great defensive effort there by Detweiler, and it results in a possession for them.
Reagan Pro checks out. 36-34. Williamsburg down 2.
I feel like they got to pound it in the paint, get the ball inside.
High post action.
There's another
Gorsuch
three.
kicks out another 3. Pro is off the mark. The threes are open. They're not falling.
1 for 22 from beyond the arc.
Dominique Good able to sneak behind the defense and some pressure at midcourt from Leanna Royer. Now she's going to dribble back out to almost midcourt here to start the O. Over to Stinger. Stinger harassed there by Detweiler.
Oh, watch that 5-second call. She's going to get the 5-second call.
It is a 5-second call. Great job by Detweiler. Just guarding her in and out. Also worked over a screen to keep that 5-second count engaged.
That was great defense.
Reagan Pro now is going to work her way back from the front court all the way to the 28-foot line in her back court to inbound the ball to Leanna Royer. We're about to go under 5-minute mark.
Oh, good
Aaron
steal
pass
by Good.
Royer. Steps out of bounds. And we got to check her. That was an awkward footwork right there. She's going to try to walk it off, pushing her teammates away. Great job by Dominique Good. She anticipated 2 feet in. It was a catch in the NFL, and she was trying not to get out of bounds. I said she was a hockey player earlier. She's a hockey player right now, battling through it. She's hobbled.
They're fronting and backing Gorsuch right now. Good defense.
Bella Royer
in that 2-3 zone.
Skip pass. Ball goes into Gorsuch, and that's going to be a foul call on Stinger. And I believe that's going to be Ella Stinger's 4th personal foul.
If they just bodied her up and kept their hands up, I think they'd be okay, but they're reaching. That was a reaching foul right there.
Ella Stinger picks up her 4th personal. Baseline inbound from Reagan Pro. Kick 3. Comes up empty on the air ball, but Bella Royer collects it. We'll call that a pass from Leanna Royer to Sister Bella Royer.
Sister to sister pass right there.
It's a sister act to make it 36-all. Now Dominique Good trying to get this offense engaged. Last field goal came at 2:49 of the 3rd for Delco. Hot potato pass, and Stinger lost it, gathered his back.
We are looking at
harassed again, and this time Coach Jake Godino gets the timeout before a second 5-second count. Faith Detweiler is a water bug out front, harassing the guards from Delco County Christian.
That was close. I think Hillary might have been at 4.5 before Coach was strategic enough to get that timeout in. Looks like Delco has 3 timeouts left. I think Delco, too, has got to get some more offensive attacking options in their offense. They're setting those high screens pretty much for O'Donnell and Good and Stinger, but they're being pushed out of the perimeter by Williamsburg's defense. So they got to look to open that up and attack a little bit more. Maybe get Latchford involved down low or Bechtel.
Ella Stinger is going to remain in the game after the timeout. 4:20, 36-all. Possession hour says Delco, and they're inbounding it. Tricky inbound. Dominique Good stopped right at the mid-court line. She could have went back, but the pass was kind of in no man's land. From the mid-court line to the baseline goes Good. It's blocked. Loose ball to Bella Royer in transition over to Detweiler, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Wave off the basket. But Faith Detweiler is going to go to the line for 2. We had a shot come after the whistle. That one's not going to count, but Detweiler goes to the line for 2, 70% from the line. First one strong off the iron, no good.
That is O'Donnell's third foul as well.
Second one. Rattles in and out.
Oh.
Loose ball.
Nice
ball
hustle,
went between Gorsic's leg. Audrey Bechtel battles. No good. Detweiler, as she's falling, lobs it up. Hits the underneath of the rim, and that leads to a fast break. Mary O'Donnell in transition. Over and good. Got taken out by Latchford. Everybody seems to be all right, but we got a held ball, and it's going to stay with Delco. A well-timed media timeout after that frenzy that we just saw to our right and to our left. It's 36-all, 3:51 left in this fourth quarter of the girls 1A state championship game. It'll be the Knights of Delaware County Christian inbounding it when we come back. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Today's game is streaming live on the NFHS Network. With the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. You can relive all the incredible moments from today's matchup on demand at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android.
The PIAA Radio Network is brought to you by Wayne Bank, your hometown bank proudly serving communities across Pennsylvania for more than 150 years.
The Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and the PIAA, two community-focused organizations, are proud to be collaborating to provide Pennsylvanians free access to local high school sports broadcasts. To follow your schools, check your local TV and radio stations for coverage. Through the PAB and PIAA partnership, following Pennsylvania student athletes has never been easier.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championships on the PIAA Radio Network.
Back here, and we're going to get right to the action. Ella Singer, long inbound from the baseline out to Mary O'Donnell. Coach during that media timeout. This place was rocking. Two great crowds, two small schools bringing large contingents. You love to see it, you love to hear it. Handoff out to Dominique Good at the logo. Inside, pulls it back out, goes in with the left. That one's blocked. She gets her own rebound, kicks it to Audrey Bechtel. Foul line jumper, no good. Leanne Royer brings it down. She's going to reset, launches one up to Levana Gorsuch, kicks it out to Detweiler. Long three off the mark. Dominique Good, she's in transition, and she couldn't fly.
She's going.
A lot of contact, no call. No good on the layup. It's Ratford. She collects, ball stolen. Reagan Pro had the steal. She comes up empty. Back and forth we go. Coach Godino wanted a call, wanted a block call on Dominique Good's layup attempt.
I got to give a shout out here to Latchford for Delco. Boy, she's hustling. She's picking up some of those scrappy rebounds at critical times on the offensive end. She's working her butt off down there, so a little shout out to her right now.
That foul was on Reagan Pro. She stripped Mary O'Donnell and went crashing down the other side for a layup before a loose ball. And now Williamsburg's going to extend full court pressure.
They are
3:01 left.
They are double teaming Good.
36-36, and we have two hands 85 feet from the basket.
That is her fourth. That foul's on Pro. That is her fourth foul.
Pro picks up two quick fouls.
Again, double teaming Good on the inbounds. Full court man, balls into O'Donnell. Back to Stinger.
Stinger now is going to run the point over to Mary O'Donnell. She's going to circle out.
Pro, you better be careful.
Now come back. Pro contested. A lot of bodies.
Nice rebound.
It's Bechtel. Can't get the first one. Can't get the second one. And it's Faith Detweiler comes down in the lane, collects it.
Mary
O'Donnell with a foul in the backcourt. That might be the 15th foul. It shows 4 on the board.
That's her fourth personal, and it was just.
That is the 15th foul.
That was frustration. That was not a smart foul.
60 feet from the basket. Fourth team foul. Sorry, they were quick on the board with the 4.
That is her fourth personal as well. There we go. That's what they've got to go to. They got to get that ball into Gorsuch.
Oveda Gorsuch
Nice
off the
tie
reset
up.
ball right in. Can't get the first one to go, and Dominique Good gets in there, and she just rips it right out of her hands, shovels it over
We got
to
a
Ella
4-on-3
Stinger.
here.
Kicks it, Stinger
3
out to
point.
O'Donnell. No good right there from the wing on the 3. And Mary O'Donnell does everything she can to avoid her 5th personal on Leanne Royer on the far side. Kicks it out to Detweiler in the corner. Detweiler back to Royer. Royer looking, left hand, skip pass over to Reagan Pro. Pro, kind of an errant pass. Leanne Royer chases it down. They're playing a game of catch with her and Pro. To Detweiler back, lobbed into Gorsuch, high post at the foul line. Detweiler, baseline drive, trapped there.
Oh,
can't find
turnover.
Gorsuch. Mary O'Donnell, good hands, good awareness. We are at 138, 36-36.
Gorsuch is calling. She wants a timeout. She wants her coach to call a timeout. I'm not sure why. If she's gassed, she's got her hands on her knees.
Hands on her knees.
Yeah.
Mary O'Donnell into the lane.
Nice
pass to
Yeah.
Latchford. Can't get it, quick hands. Reagan Pro, earlier there wasn't a good rotation. That time there was good rotation. Reagan Pro knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Gorsuch is gassed, I think, but I don't know if she knows that her coach only has 1 timeout left.
Coach Detweiler just asked the book how many timeouts, and it is 1. Inbound from Stinger to Latchford, out to the point.
Oh, that's a big one.
Stinger
Nope.
all the way around to the wing. Wide open, can't knock down the 3. 70 seconds left in this basketball game, 36 all.
How long has it been tied? I feel like it's been tied
Leanna Royer
for a while.
working at the point. Ball skipped around a couple times. Bella Royal from the corner, back to her sister, over to Detweiler. Detweiler back to Leanna. Leanna near side to Reagan Pro. She's going to hold 50 seconds now, 36 all.
Coach Detweiler's looking for the guards to come out. She's looking to stall that ball, wait for that perfect
High
shot.
post entry.
They do not.
Down
want,
to 20.
That's what they need. Oh,
Ball's
Latchford,
turned
yes.
over on the entry pass to Gorsuch, and now
That was a great tip by Bechtel and then picked up by Latchford there for Delco. That was a great defensive play.
Dominique Good brings it into the half court, and we have an immediate timeout by Jake Godino. Looking for the last lead here in the box score. The last field goal for Williamsburg came at the 4:40 mark of the 4th. The last field goal for Delco came at 2:49 of the 3rd quarter, and that was the big 3 by Ella Stinger. The last lead, 4:41 of the 4th quarter, is when it was 36-34.
So it's been about 3 minutes that
Three-
we have not scored, but we are not short of excitement, that's for
3
sure.
minutes, 15 seconds. The last lead in this ball game. We've been tied at 36
Now
since the 4:41 mark.
Now you're out-mathing me.
I just made up that number, Coach. I said it with confidence.
This atmosphere is just electric. It is so exciting. We got a tied game with 34 seconds left here. Both teams, the crowd for both teams are chanting. They've got rehearsed, cheers that they're doing, and it's just fantastic.
For those of you at home, it's actually 3:08. I rounded up to the nearest quarter minute.
All right.
Zombie Nation coming over to loudspeakers. Inbound coming from Ella Stinger to Dominique Good. 32 seconds left, 36 all. Over to Mary O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Stinger, who cut out. High pass, what a play by Dominique Good to sky high
They
and
got
get
to
it.
take care of this ball out front.
We're
Williamsburg's
gonna
all
have a
over it.
foul. That is the 5th team foul on Williamsburg.
And that's Faith's 4th.
I'm not sure that the girls knew that they didn't have to foul, unless that was the strategy employed to send somebody to the line and get a possession back.
I don't know, but I think Good's a pretty good, Mary
O'Donnell back to the line.
Yeah.
First one up and good. O'Donnell, 3 of 5 from the charity stripe.
Probably not the girl to send to the foul line.
1 point lead, she's looking to make it 2. Second one, short. Chased
Get
down by...
Get there. Oh, she is out.
Out
We
of bounds.
got Delco
Bella Royer
ball.
chased it out of bounds, and now Now Williamsburg has to foul, and Angela Detweiler wants a timeout.
This is her final timeout. What great hustle there by Audrey Bechtel down on that baseline. She hustled after that rebound. Unfortunately, Williamsburg got to it, but then their momentum just took them out. Her foot was on that line.
Very aggressive defense from Williamsburg. As that ball was out by midcourt, they decided to pressure it. Foul was called. Mary O'Donnell just hit one of 2 foul shots to make it 37-36. We have a solid 19 seconds on the digital displays here.
And it looks like O'Donnell and Good are the only 2 girls that have been to the line tonight for Delco. So you probably, if you can, you don't want to foul them. I would assume Stinger's a pretty good free throw shooter, but she hasn't been there. So it'd be nice from Williamsburg perspective to get somebody on the line that hasn't been there yet. But that's not always an option when the ball's in the ball handler's
We're going to have a sideline inbound near the far corner away from the Delaware County Christian Knights bench. On the floor is Stinger, O'Donnell, Good, Bechtel, and Latchford.
It's worth noting, too, Delco has 2 timeouts left should they need one if they cannot get the ball in here.
Levada Gorsuch is not on the court. She is going to check in right now. 19 seconds left.
Oh, jeez.
Inbound, Good goes and gets it. You don't want to foul her, but Royer tries to miss her, and now Stinger's going to be fouled from behind, and that's going to be Reagan Pro. I believe they're going to call Reagan Pro from behind. 2 Blue Pirates girls were there, and it is the 5th foul on Reagan Pro. Close to a steal, close to a dangerous territory right at the midcourt line.
What a tough, great game Reagan had tonight. She is a senior, so her emotions are coming out over there on the sideline. Nothing to hang your head about. She had a great night.
Reagan Pro, 2 rebounds on the night. To the line goes Ella Stinger. First of 2, long. It was going to be a 1-possession game. Now a 3-pointer could win it for Williamsburg. A 2 could possibly tie. The second one will determine if a 2 could win this game. Levada Gorsuch is checked in. Second one on the way. It's good. Timeout, Jake Adino. 12 seconds left in this ball game. We're 94 feet away for Williamsburg. The ball will be inbounded. They could run the baseline underneath the Delaware County Christian basket hoop, excuse me. Coach, you got to press it 94 feet. In theory, the ball's got to travel. Your shooter doesn't have to go 94 feet. You're 1 of 23 from beyond the arc. I'm assuming you have a set play and you're running 2 guards and you're going to have at least 3 girls down here for a possible quick entry into Gorsuch.
You've got to look to, I don't think they'll have any trouble. I think they have enough. I think Royer has done an awesome job bringing the ball up the court along with her fellow guards in Detweiler. And I think they won't have trouble with that, but they've got to move quickly. I think they've got to penetrate. If they shoot a 3, oh my goodness, I'd be so bummed. They have got to penetrate, either draw the foul or draw 2 defenders, and look at Gorsuch inside. I mean, that's been their bread and butter. Why move away from that now?
Delco cannot commit a foul. They are at the limit. Next one, they'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, they've got to try to draw that foul.
Have to trust your defense. So the lineup is coming in. It seems that Gorsuch is going to start on the far side block away from us in the front court, and it is going to be Leanna Royer cutting from the logo back to Bryn Lauer for the inbound.
Just a token press here, just to slow her down a little
Dominique
bit.
Good's on her.
Gorsuch is working inside. They got her double teamed. There's
they
a
settle
3.
for a 3. Haven't hit one today. Off the mark, and Dominique Good rips it down.
You got a foul.
0.9 seconds on the clock. Dominique Good's going to go to the line. 38-36. Delaware County Christian, the Knights are on top. They are less than a second away from their first finals appearance being golden here in Hershey.
In fairness, they had Gorsuch, they had her defended on the front and the back. I just feel like they should have driven.
First shot up and good. Still a one-possession game.
They still got a chance. You got a 3-point game here.
No timeouts for Williamsburg. Second one from Good, off the mark.
Oh, no.
Empty heave. Delaware County Christian storms the court.
What
Heartbreak
a game.
for the Blue Pirates. The first state championship for the Knights of Delaware County Christian.
What an exciting possession for possession, unbelievable game.
They haven't lost since January 20th, and that's a date that'll carry on until next year. The school's second state title, boys soccer, had the only other state title in their history.
We've been talking so much about how Williamsburg's represented here today. There is a lot of blue. But I got to say, actually, behind us to the left, their student section and fan section, they have got filled up from the row 1 all the way up to the top of the stadium. And so that's super exciting for Delco, represented here as well. This is an unbelievable amount of people for a single-A girls game.
The girls from
noon.
Williamsburg are coming closer to us after the handshake line as they circle around. We see the tears, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
Man.
ABC's Wild World of Sports, when it came out, they said it. It still holds true today in 2026.
Absolutely, and you feel for them because Coach Detweiler mentioned ahead of time how the community came out. They got a bus. They came out. They took off work. They cheered them on for their departure. So the weight of the community of doing it for the community, which was what she said they wanted to do. I'm sure they're feeling that right now.
As we await the medal ceremony here on the floor at Giant Center, Williamsburg will be receiving the silver medals. And just going back to the 1997 championship team for Williamsburg, Juliana Hauk wears number 12. Her mom was on the 97 team. McKenna Pro, her aunt was on the 97 team. Bella Royer and Leanna Royer's mom was on the 97 team. Levada Gorsic's aunt on the 97 team. Her mom was a manager on the 97 team. Yep. Reagan Pro's mom on the 97 team. Bryn Lauer, her aunt, on the 97 team. That's a lot of family connection, and we see the heartbreak out there. They played their guts out the entire game. Nothing to hang your head about, ladies. On the other side, it's all smiles from Delaware County Christian. They get their 30th win of the year, and it couldn't come at a better time for them in the state finals.
For sure, and here to shout out to Delco. I mean, well, obviously they just won the state championship. I don't need to give them a shout out, but they were out-rebounded by 16 rebounds. 51 rebounds for Williamsburg, 34 for Delco. But, that I think was countered by the threes. They hit 5 threes, and Williamsburg only hit 1. Both of them were shooting, let's see, Williamsburg about 24%, 31%. So, it was, I think they made up for their those fewer rebounds at the three-point line.
We're going to step aside here from the floor at Giant Center as the medal ceremonies commence. About 90 seconds, possibly 2. We'll be back. Delaware County Christian is your state champion in 1A girls, 39-36. Don't go anywhere. We have an interview coming up with Dominique Good in just a bit. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network.
Get ready for Hoops Fest, the Mid-Atlantic region's largest outdoor 3-on-3 basketball tournament for all ages on Saturday, July 18th. Downtown Altoona, Pennsylvania transforms into a street basketball paradise with hundreds of teams and thousands of players and fans from multiple states. We offer divisions for every age and skill level. Register your team now at hoopsfest.net. Registration is open, so secure your spot for Hoops Fest, the can't-miss basketball event of the summer.
Fans, you can have it in white, chocolate, strawberry, or practically any flavor you like. It's the beauty of milk, and no other drink quenches a king-size thirst like milk. After practice, reach beyond the colas and other drinks and get your hands on a tall, cold glass of milk and enjoy. Whole milk, whole nutrition. The PIAA thanks the Allied Milk Producers of Pennsylvania for supplying our athletes with delicious chocolate milk for their bus rides home after today's championships.
Right now, PIAA fans can save big on Big Ten Plus. Stream the 2026-2027 Big Ten men's and women's basketball with 2,700 more events across the Big Ten this season. Go to big10plus.com and make sure you enter the code PIAABB when selecting an annual pass at checkout to secure 1 year of Big Ten Plus for only $30, a $60 value. Fans, head over to Hershey's Chocolate World and experience a free chocolate making tour that ends with a Hershey's sample. Visit our exciting attractions, create your own candy bar, learn the art of chocolate tasting, or embark on a whimsical train ride to magical Hershey candy lands without leaving your seat. Treat yourself to a delicious milkshake or mouth-watering chocolate chip cookie. And shop for all of your favorites at the world's largest Hershey's store. We'll see you soon at Hershey's Chocolate World.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Back here, live from the floor at Giant Center, gold medallions being placed around our champions, Delaware County Christian, the Knights. The ladies take this one 39-36. We are awaiting Dominique Good, who had a monster of a game, 14 points. Ella Stinger had 16. Mary O'Donnell had 7. And Audrey Beckel, a big 2 points in this basketball game. Running down the points for Williamsburg, Leanna Royer, 3. Levada Gorsuch, 19. Bella Royer, 8. Bryn Lauer, 4. And Faith Detweiler, 2. That's how we get to 39-36. Coach Jake Cadino just getting the gold medal placed around his neck. We have an awesome day of coverage coming up. 2A boys final is going to be a great one. Swickley Academy back here going up against Old Forge. Old Forge famous for, Coach, do you know?
I am not a history
Pizza.
person. Oh.
Pizza capital of the world.
I should know that. I'm a pizza fanatic.
They overcame injuries during the finals. They won at Martz Hall in a close game. They're here in the finals, and there is just celebration. We're blocked out a little bit, but the celebration is on at midcourt. Dominique Good has the championship chip. Mary O'Donnell, the 5-pound chocolate bar. Ladies making sure everything is in place. The hair looks good, but the smiles are big. That's the most important thing as the pictures are taking place here at Giant Center. What a day, what a game to start. I was feeling OT. I was literally feeling OT, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, that was not out of the question. It was tied for so long, and we went over 3 minutes without anybody scoring, and then we got down to some free throws, and that 3-point shot at the end would have I guess that would have put them up by 1, but it was unpredictable. I think we are getting Dominic Good, if I'm not correct.
Yep, waiting for Dominique Good. The great staff here at the PIAA trying to corral her. They have other ideas. They're going over into the stands. We could talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could talk.
I think hopefully we'll get to talk to Dominique, but we gotta give a little bit of a shout out here as well to Ella Stinger. She was our leading scorer tonight with 16. She had 9 rebounds, so almost just short of a double-double, but boy, did she hustle. A couple assists in her pocket as well as she's three blocks to her stats. So what a great night for Ella as well.
An awesome environment. Hopefully, if you're listening, if you listened and watched and you're moving around, you're inspired to become part of the PIAA athletic scene in some sort of fashion, whether it be as a volunteer assistant, whether it be as a coach at the youth level, an official at the youth level. Officials are needed at every single level of the sport. Head on over to PIAA.org, click on the links to follow how to become an official. A lot of great mentors out there, and you'll be able to mentor a lot of great athletes throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Pictures still going on in front of the student section. This is one of the great parts when you get to see all the smiles on their face. Championship are always special. The girls were talking about how cold it is in Giants Center early on. They're not cold right now.
Absolutely not. It was actually cute.
Warm with excitement.
It was cute when we were talking to the teams before the game. These young girls did not realize that there's ice under us. They didn't realize exactly, what this facility is mainly used for. We certainly appreciate having the state championship games here, but it was cute because you forget about their innocence and their youth.
What a season for Williamsburg. The Blue Pirates 26-6 on the year. Their loss was back on February 26th to St. Joe's in that District 6 championship game. They have 2 seniors in their starting lineup, so they will be a threat coming back. Levada Gorsuch, just a junior, another off season. She'll be able to work on footwork. She'll come back better than ever next year.
As well as we may see Delco back here again. They do not have a senior in their lineup.
This could have been the first of 2. The first of 2. Dominique Good right now being interviewed on TV. And you know what? Why don't we, as we're waiting here, we're going to say, this was a great game. Let's roll some highlights, and you could listen to some of the audio highlights right now as we await Dominique Good as she's over doing TV right now. Enjoy the calls from this state championship game. Controlled by Williamsburg. And Leanna Royer. Right into the corner to Bella Royer. Right to Levada Gorsuch. Up, no good. Bodies. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back for a quick 2. Right there. Royer on the drive. Loses the handle. Nice outlet by Anna Latchford. Gets it to Dominique Good. She presses into the front court. A lot of contact. No call. Chases down the loose ball. Kick to Stinger. And Stinger, third time's a charm. She buries the triple. No problems as Bryn Lauer gets into the lane. Rebound, Gorsuch, good. Gorsuch already with a quick 5 on the day. Make it 7. Now Royer crossover, left hand into the lane, kicks it out to Detweiler. Detweiler, right hand baseline drive, nice job. Smooth as can be with the crossover step through from Faith Detweiler. She gets on the board with her first 2, and now we have a foul as Mary O'Donnell pushes quickly back into the front court. I believe it's going to be on Leanna Royer. Foul was actually put on Bryn Lauer, her first. Good, drives into the lane, kicks, Stinger.
Oh, there we go.
Shooter's roll, back of the iron, high off the glass, and it's good for 3.
Here we go, good. Oh.
Good, almost with another steal, picks it. Royer with speed into the lane, loses her balance, able to find Lauer. Lauer out to Bella Royer. Nice crossover into the lane. Left hand up and good as we tick under a minute. 14-8 Williamsburg.
Go Stinger.
Stinger off the inbounds. 3-ball, corner pocket. Delco with their first lead of the ball game at 18-17. Stinger eyeing up a 3, thinks better of it. Good returns the favor. Nice. Pick and roll. Mid-range jumper. Buckets. Dominique Good showing another side of her game. 17-13 now as we tick under 7. Especially with Gorsuch in the lane, and it looks like they've now fronted her and have back help off the inbounds. That allows Lauer a 3-point shot.
Yeah, Gorsuch.
It's off. Gorsuch collects it and 1. She's going back to the foul line. Count the basket.
Offensive rebound, put back, 3-point play here, right here.
Dominique Good, she presses into the front court. A lot of contact, no call. Chases down the loose ball. Kick to Stinger, and Stinger, third time's a charm. She buries the triple. Opposite side, Leanne Royer, left hand, no good. Ball chased down by Bryn Lauer. Kicks it back out, and Royer, second chance opportunity, makes it 6-3. Foul, I believe, was called on Dominique Good, her second. Something to pay attention to. Now, in transition, Stinger's lost, but she has found the bottom of the basket. Another 3. She's heating up. 21-19.
Living up to her.
You are listening to the PIAA Basketball Championship on the PIAA Radio Network.
Hopefully you enjoyed those highlights of calls from throughout the game. A lot of great plays. Joined right now by Dominique Good. You're the hero. Take us through the situation of stepping to the line in a tie ball game in the state finals.
I knew I just had to keep my composure, not stress about it too much. And if it was a make or miss, we would still have to come back and get back on defense and play the best of our ability. But I had trust in myself that I'll be able to make my free throws.
You're so tough. How do you get the energy? You're in the media row twice. You're checking your knee right there, and nothing slowed you down.
The fans, our team, everybody just keeps telling me to push through, especially my teammates. Whenever I made a mistake, they were right there to bring me up, and I knew I could keep pushing through.
Coach says you're one of the leaders on the team, drawing them up. What was being said in the huddle right there at the end?
At the end?
At the end, when you guys were in the tie game, that last timeout, what was going on the bench during that timeout?
We were very hyped for Audrey because she had that magnificent play. So we were all just like, we had to run timeout and make sure, like, if we had any tough situation, to call a timeout, and he'll draw up another play for us.
You're just a freshman. This is your first trip to the finals. You're coming back next year. Just how good does this feel?
It feels amazing. I'm really blessed to be here. I'm really blessed to have such a group of girls here with me as well. They also help me, so I'm really blessed right now.
Dominique, congratulations. Go celebrate with your teammates. Not too much. Don't celebrate too much, but have a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
Dominique Good, what a performance she put on. 14 points at the foul line. Big clutch free throws as well. Mary O'Donnell, I kind of like misspoke right there. Mary O'Donnell actually hit the foul shots to go up there at the end for Delaware County Christian. Dominique Good then hit the one to make it a 3-point difference at the end. Coach, closing thought, this was such a tremendous basketball game that we just witnessed.
It was. I feel like if there was another 30 seconds on the board, it could have gone either way. You know, add 10 seconds even, and then another 10. It was tit for tat. It was tied. It was exciting. Both teams were intense, end line to end line. A lot of young kids at this whole tournament so far. You know, Dominique that we just talked to is a freshman. She really maintained it. She was a little bit excited in the beginning, but she maintained her composure when she needed it, and it was just a great game.
I got to fact check myself twice because I can't read the box score right now. It was actually Ella Stinger that hit the game winning free throw for the difference in this basketball game. Either way, Delaware County Christian Knights, they are the victors in the 1A Girls State Championship basketball game, 39-36 over Williamsburg. Coming up next on the PIAA Radio Network, it is Bob McCool and Rich Scarcella. They have the call for Swickley Academy in Old Forge in the boys to a final. This is going to be a great one. Swickley back in the finals. Old Forge, what a run through the tournament. You're listening to the PIAA Radio Network. For Coach Christy Britton and our producer Matt Flannery, who does an awesome job, I'm Andrew Calista. Stay tuned. We'll hear you in a bit.
Thank you for tuning in to today's state championship game on the PIAA Radio Network. This broadcast is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience, and any use, broadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the PIAA is strictly prohibited. Stay tuned for more state championship broadcasts on the PIAA Radio Network, and stay up to date with sports news all across the Commonwealth at PIAA.org. The preceding has been a presentation of the PIAA Radio Network.